Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to take a look at a car that most Americans will probably mispronounce the name of. And unfortunately for you guys, yeah, WhyBeAre is an American, so I'm so sorry, car name, you are going to get ruined. So the car we're going to look at is, as an American would say it, at least most Americans I know, the car we're going to look at is a Renault 5 Turbo. That's just the way Americans say it, Renault. At least most people I know, Renault. And now I got two voices in my head that are arguing. You know, there's the American voice in me that says, just say Renault, nobody will care. That's how Americans do it anyways. And there's the voice in my head that says, you should do this correctly and say Renault, because that's the actual correct pronunciation. At least it's close enough where people won't complain, probably. And those two voices are fighting and arguing and stuff in my brain, and it's like, oh, I need a compromise. So the compromise is, we're just going to call it the 5 Turbo. That is the laziest compromise ever, and I love it. So that is the 5 Turbo after one crash. And, well, let's actually look at the car itself now, because we haven't done that at all. So this is the 5 Turbo, and the model and texture was from Forza 3, I believe, and it was ported over to BeamNG.drive. The J-Beam was based off of the Corvette, and it was modified for this car, and there's still a little bit of spiky glitchiness every now and then, but for the most part it seems to work decently enough where, you know, the glitchiness is minimal, so it's not necessarily something that makes the car... It's not something that really detracts from the car, I should say. Like, you'll notice it if you look close enough, but for the most part, it's not that bad. And I guess that's all I have to say for the exterior. Oh, wait. I love this. The word turbo, the way it's on the glass, it actually gives like a shadow, like the text is actually, you know, not transparent. So you can see it leaves a shadow of the word turbo wherever you go. And I'm just like, oh, that looks so neat. You know, it's just so cool that it actually does that. But that's the exterior. The interior is pretty bare, which I'm thinking is probably pretty realistic of this car considering the kind of car it was. It was like a... You know, it was a car that was just made to be able to put these cars into the rally races, really. And, look at that steering wheel. Look at that steering wheel. Isn't that the most absurd-looking steering wheel you've ever seen? Ever? I mean, just look at that thing. I wouldn't even know how to hold it. I'm like, am I supposed to... what? Like, that is just the most absurd-looking steering wheel. Uh-oh. We flipped over. I was busy looking at the steering wheel, and we managed to flip over. That is an unfortunate thing to have happen. Gets you a good chance to look at the car, though. You see, you know, the crash doesn't look that bad. You see maybe a little bit of glitchiness on the front fender, but for the most part, there's nothing too bad about the way it crashed. You know, looks pretty decent. But yeah, we did manage to crash it because we were staring at the steering wheel, which is gone. Where did my steering wheel go? Steering wheel! Get back here! There we go. Look at that crazy thing. And, speaking of bare interior, in the back, that is actually where the engine is. Well, would be. There's no actual engine on this car. Look, if you look like real close, like where's the engine? Where's the engine? There's no engine, because in this car, in the real version, it's a mid-rear engine kind of configuration here, and the engine would be right. Oh goodness, where I was looking, I just crashed the car again, and it's not there. So that does kind of cause one of those glitches that I see quite kind of often in cars, where if the tires fall off or totally break, they'll still try to go. Look, they're still trying to go. Look at it. I was like, I got this. I can still go. I'm a UFO. Woo! Look at it bouncing, man. Look at it go. So I just want to point that out. That is really the most major glitch I've noticed with this car, is the fact that that will happen when, like, you can't really break it per se. It just does whatever it wants. The blinkers do not function as far as I know. You can click them and say, I don't care. The lights are the same deal. They do not function. Maybe in a future version they will, or maybe they won't. I don't know. But those are really the problems with it. I know I'm starting really negatively, but I'm just getting those out of the way so we can enjoy the car from now on, right? That's the way to look at it. Because it's a good car, you know? I mean, like I said, it's a beta version, you know, and there's already been like 3 versions real recently where it's updated things and fixed things. This one actually crashes a bit, you know, a fair decent amount, I would say. Decent amount better than the old version, so that's good. And, I mean, look, it still drives, because like I said, you can't kill this thing. the tires will always be going. They'll always spin. Even if you flip it upside down, they'll still spin, but you can't drive it. So the car is dead. Let's get a new one. And let's keep driving it. We're just going to drive it around a bit, you know, do some crashes with it so we can see how it looks. Do one maybe in slow-mo right here, so we actually really see this real closely. Like, look at that. That hood maybe jumped up a little fast on that crash, it looked like. Let's see, looking at the actual deformation. I don't see anything, you know, I don't see anything out here that really looks unusual. Maybe the back end jiggled a bit much, but like I said, it's, you know, it's for the most part, it's a good configuration. And it seems to work for most of the crashes. And again, the front bumper is a little glitchy. But, you know, those are real nitpicky kind of things, you know. It's like, for the most part, it's good, you know. Why am I saying so much? You know. Because there's a song that goes like, it's like, I don't know. That's a real song, I'm pretty sure. Or I just imagined it, and I'm a singer all of a sudden because I'm making up songs. Oh no, my hatch opened up. Look at the shadow though, all the shadow. Wait a minute. Was it actually saying the word sport in the shadow because it's like that? No, right? Wait. Damn, physics confusing me. I can't think straight. It wouldn't say the word sport, would it? I don't know. Turbo. Why would it say sport, you dummy? It's... I'm just confusing myself because I'm thinking about what song says that. I gotta get my mind off music. That was a beautiful, rolling, crazy thing. I don't even know what to call that. Unfortunately, the tire has given up. It's like, I'm going to go this way. So, we're not going anywhere fast. Although, this looks trippy. This looks like a unrealistic kind of like churning method. Like, it doesn't look right. I don't know why. Oh, no, this doesn't look right. Look at that churning. We just made a ribbon. Support breast cancer or something, right? Let's get a new car. So how's it do on the suspension test? This is a car that was made for rally, or made to make them allowed to use the car in rally. There's a word for that. I don't remember the word, but it's, they have to make X number of cars for them to be able to use it in the rally competitions, and that's why this car was made. So going over those bumps, though, didn't seem to be much of a problem, and now we crashed the car, which is not good. How you doing, car? You alright? Nah, you're alright. Keep driving. Will it drive? Ooh, it does drive. Goody. It does seem a bit fragile. I will say that, like, in terms of things that'll make it where you can't drive it fast. Pretty much anything on the back end will ruin those back tires. So you gotta be careful about that. Front end's pretty durable, though. It's like I guess it would be a good destruction derby car as long as you come up on people, right? Something like that. Come on. Nope, we're done. We're done. Can reset it. But yeah, I went through the suspension testing, no problem, really. I mean, I did do it on the hardest one, which is, okay, maybe not no problem. Oh, that is problem. That is big problem. We are upside down. Upside down is very big problem. So, a little bit of problem. But it's not exactly a truck, It doesn't have loads of ground clearance. It just has a suspension that's made for a street car that they also tuned for a rally car, And, whatever. I don't know how the real suspension is for sure, compared to the actual rally car, like how similar they are. I've never driven one. Well, I've driven one in Forza, but, how real of a comparison is that? Come on. Oh, not enough speed. Splat. And squished. Look at the tire. Look at the tire. It's like, I'm back. I'm coming back. Oh, I missed. Oh, shit. I'll come back eventually. I'm just watching the tire roll. I'm just watching the tire bounce. Oh, it's done. All right, let's try to do that loop right there just because I want to do that loop. I want to do it right now. I don't know. Rally cars making me want to do this for some reason. I don't know why, but I want to do a complete loop, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to use a better camera for this. We need a certain camera for this. I gotta move my mouse cursor. Why is it right in the middle of the screen? Come on. Yes. Into the tube. Oh. Wait, we're still good. No, we're not. No, wait. Yes, it's kind of good. It's close enough. Let's go through the tube. Yeah, we're going through it at like 5 miles per hour because we're so beat up. Don't trust the speedometer, by the way. That's just how fast the wheels are spinning, not how fast the car is moving. Now let's get a new car. Let's just go through this tube. Because I never go through the tube. Give us something different, right? Whee! See, I got a debate here again. It's like, should I go through the tube and slam into things, or should I go through the tube and avoid things? And it's like, oh, what should I do? And I'm saying we should slam into things, as you can see. You can see what my answer was. I'm thinking slam into it, slam into it, slam into it, slam into it. Yes. Once we get it out of the tube, we can actually look at it. It's kind of dark to see in here. Aha! There we go. Whoop. We're okay. We're upside down. So again, looking at the crash, looks decent. No real issues here, actually, at all. I don't see anything that's like that looks out of the ordinary. Except the hatch always opens up. It's like, I'm opening up again. Calm down, hatch. You don't need to open up all the time. Go and respawn it to the start area. And, ooh, we could go over here and do that thing. We could also go up this mountain, little hill. It's a hill. This ain't no mountain. Oh, goodness. It's a mountain. That's why I crashed. It was a mountain. I tried to climb a mountain with a rally car. It's a difficult thing to do. Yeah, car's done. Can't get it up right. I mean, I could try, but I don't think it'll work. It's stuck. It's upside down. It's not coming back. And whee! I keep popping the hood. Like every time I do something, it's like, oh, we open the hood. There's nothing in there, by the way. I mean, like I said, this car's a mid-rear engine kind of thing. I say mid-rear because I think it's actually what it is. It's like, I think the classification is mid-rear. There's like a mid-engine, there's a rear engine, and then there's mid-rear, which is kind of like both. I think. I hope I'm right. If not, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Kind of like a mix between the two. You know, like Porsche is rear engine, and then other supercars are usually mid-engine. This one's kind of like, yes, we're going to do both. At least the Porsches I think are Porsches are rear engine. Well, actually, the 924 is actually a neat Porsche. Whatever. Oh! Okay, we're okay. I didn't expect us to make it this far, truthfully. I figured we would fall off by now. So let's just back it up so we can get some speed. We're gonna complete this thing. Okay, that's good enough. Cause this is a. What do you? I still have my mouse there. Get out of here. Do we have enough speed? Ooh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did a whole lap. It wasn't fast, but we did a lap. Let's hit that pillar. Oh, I missed the pillar. And now we're flipping about. Come on, upright, upright. Nope. Well, since this is a rally car, I guess we should do something rally-ish with it, don't you think? But first off, let me show you the colors. It's actually kind of neat. For the colors, you always get the red, like, kind of tint to it, but you get to choose the other color. So it's like, it's kind of, you always have a red, which is, it can be good, it can be bad. Like, if you want a bright green car, hey, Merry Christmas, man, because that's what it's going to look like, because the red's still there, see? Like, that's the Christmas mobile. Is Santa the driver? I don't know. But that's what it looks like. So, you know, with some colors it looks great. Like, you know, with black it looks pretty good. Like if we put in black, that looks pretty good, you know. But with green it's just like, that looks stupid. Why is this the Christmas mobile here? Why is the Christmas mobile a 5 turbo? This makes no sense at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and do something rally-ish with this car. We'll go to another map for that, so we'll wreck this one and then move on. I think it's already wrecked. Oh wait, is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Why would it be wrecked? And you can remove any of the parts, by the way. I didn't mention that. You can. Car's broken now. Oh hey! Did that break the tires actually? Where they're not spinning no more? Or is it just the way they're sitting, they won't spin? Oh, they'll still spin, see? See, they still spin. It just looked like they wouldn't. Alright, so let's go to another map then, with the UFOs going all over the place. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to, Ooh, Crash Drive Hills, that's good. I've been there before when I was doing a rally car, and it seemed to work out pretty nicely here. It's just a good map with some dirt roads that are, you know, rally-ish. They're not stupid steep or anything like that, or crazy in any way. They're just dirt roads, really. So we're going to go ahead and grab the 5 Turbo, and let's get a color. What color? What color? The Christmas tree? No. How about... I think blue looked alright, didn't it? Yeah, it looks fine. Just go and pull it out. And there is the parts menu, and some of the parts don't work. Like the wheels, the slotted and rally, they don't work. Like what? They're kind of leftovers from the mod that this was based on. I think it was like the Corvette MRI or something. So those don't use those. But there's different coilover setups, but I can't. Like I drove them both, and I'm like, I can't tell what one is for and one isn't. So I'm just gonna say, hey, look, there's a R and there's a T and there's a normal. What's the difference? I wish I could tell you. It's like I tried driving around, I'm like, these feel the same. WhyBeAre can't tell the difference. WhyBeAres are not very smart. So that's the truth of things. I put R on it though. I'm guessing maybe like this. Front, just normal, is maybe like a stock, right? Or maybe it stands for rally because, well, this car was a rally car, you know, it was made just so they could have the rally car like legally approved or whatever, right? And then T might be track, maybe? I don't know. Those are just guesses. Total guesses. I mean, the T could be like turbo something, E2, I don't know. But anyways, I put the R ones on here because I'm thinking if R stands for something, rally is a pretty good guess. So it might handle a little bit better, but really, like, it's hard to tell. It might handle a little bit better, it might just all be in my head. You know, it's like one of those things where it could just be totally in my head, like it actually handles the exact same way. But I imagine it's better because I think it's better. Don't know. Either way, though, using the R, the performance of the off-road is, I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's pretty good for it, but I guess the way I imagined it to actually drive like the what you call it, the real Rally Edition did, where this is actually the street version. So for the street version, it still performs good, but I was expecting something that was like super rally car amazing, where here it's just good, you know? And that's just my expectations being wrong, really. I guess for what it is, it performs good, you know? It is a little slippery, but that's kind of the way it should be, because, well, do you know how that weight distribution works when you have the engine behind the driver? The weight distribution is way in the back, which would probably make the car be a little slippery. But it works, you know? Like, we're going around this place, no problem, having no real issues, unless we crash. Yeah, like I said, it's a little slippery, but it works, you know? It gets us around here, we ain't crashing, we ain't dead. Happy times, really. I mean, if no crashes, no death, it's happy. Or no crashes is unhappy. Yeah, it depends on who's watching, so maybe we need to crash a little bit. Nope, this car's too good at avoiding the crashes. You see all those amazing dodges? Like, nope, we're not crashing yet. Don't want to crash. Fine, you don't have to crash. Oh, there we go, little crash. That was a real little crash. This should be fine to drive still, right? Yeah, not an issue. That was like, what? Maybe 15 miles per hour, actually? Oh, we are pulling to the left, though, hard. Like, I'm not turning left. I'm only turning right at the moment. But this butter is not good. And into the hole. I managed to flip over going like 30 miles per hour at most when I fell in that hole. I blame the car for being damaged. You shouldn't have been damaged, car. You should have just been happy and functional. That would have been great. But no, I'm going to be damaged. So we could try the other ones just to see. But like I said, it's one of those things where it's hard to tell. Like, you know, I'm not the best driver to say this one is better than this one for this situation. I can't tell. I can't tell. That's the sad truth of it. I can't tell. Like, I think the T might be a little slipperier kind of feeling, but that would be more for tires, wouldn't it, than the coilovers? Or, I mean, yeah, they both affect it, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's all in my head. They might just be identical with different names, and I'm like, oh, this one's better than this one, It's all in my head, dude. I don't know. I could look at the statistics and actually figure it out. Well, the problem is I could look and be like, oh, yes, this one's stiffer than that, and I'll be like sitting there. Does that mean it's for rally, or does that mean it's for racetrack? I don't know. You know, it won't tell me what I would need to know to actually be able to make a conclusion about it. It's like I could tell you physically the differences, and you could decide, but I mean, I guess I could do that, but it's kind of late now. I didn't look it up, so I was like, whoopsie. If you really were interested, you know, I could just give you a quick difference in the comments, but, well, if you're able to know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, though, it would be softer for rally and then stiffer for track, because you need more suspension travel on a rally because of the bumps and stuff, where a track is smooth, right? Either way, though, it's working decently, you know? Either suspension setup, it works fine. Like, you might notice a difference, but I don't. Unless I talk, like I said, so minor in my head. I'm going crazy. It's all in my head. And, well, I got another test I want to do. I've never done it before, but it should be interesting. So let's go ahead and, let's go to a different map. Alright, so we want to go to, we could do this at a racetrack just to be a little fancier than a grid map. We could go to Mount Panorama or Bathurst just because it's a little bit nicer. So let's go there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to compare how the car performs to the real-life version of it. So we're going to grab the car out, and I have the numbers in my head, kind of like a general idea of how the performance was of the car. They're not the exact numbers, but when I looked up about the car, I have a general idea of what they should be. And we're going to see how that compares to the, you know, the actual, whoa, look at it shaking. Woo, look at it shake it. Shake it, man. Do I have to give it money now? I don't know. But look at it shaking. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Is it like just the engine supposed to be like, oh man, this engine's so powerful, it's shaking the car apart? Is it just, that's weird. Oh, now it's just jiggling. I don't know what's going on. Let's use manual transmission real quick, see if that... It's just shaking. I never noticed that. How weird. Alright, so let's, in order to compare these things, I guess the best idea of how to do it would be to use some of the tools that BeamNG.drive gives you. So we'll use the performance timers. First, we're going to try to see how fast it gets up to 60 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, whichever it was. And we're off like that. Actually, I don't know if I should. Let's use automatic. Let's use automatic for this. Just because that way you don't have an idiot shifting at the wrong time, slowing everything down, you know? Alright, so we're just going to start right here. And go. And since this is in kilometers per hour, I guess we'll do 100 kilometers then instead of miles per hour. Alright, run 1 was 7.07. And we're going to do a couple of runs just in case like there's a slope to this. I don't know if it's quite flat. So we'll just get an average between the two. And go. You know, plus with me driving, who knows? Hey, what are you doing? It's not working, is it? Or is it going to work when I... It's not working. Oh, come on. There we go. It's working now. Okay. Run 2. So there was definitely some sort of slope between the two. So I would guess the average for that would be just about 6.5. And I believe the number I read was 6.6. So that's not bad. That's right about where it would be, which is good. That's good. That's very good, actually. That's impressive. And by the way, we crashed the car a bit. I should probably put that in a more easy to like look at place. They're smack dab in the middle of the screen. But oh well. Next thing we could check is the power and weight. So we could do both of those real quick. Just shove these things over here. Alright, so for the weight, I believe the weight was like about that. I think I read like 2130, 2140. So it's right in there for the amount of weight. Seems good. And as for power made, I think I read 160 horsepower and then like 220 for the torque. Let's see. So horsepower, maybe a little bit higher than real life. Torque, on the other hand, looks like just about what real life is. And those numbers I'm quoting, by the way, are the peak numbers. So, yeah, that seems like the car itself, the performance is very similar in like the statistics and the performance, actually, because we did a test for the acceleration and the actual statistics. So both of those match up fairly well with the real car. That's good. That's impressive, you know? That's one of those things where it's like, how do the small details match up? And they matched up. I didn't expect them to match up that well. That's, you know, maybe I was wrong about the horsepower. Maybe it was actually 170. And it's like a perfect match. I don't know. But all the numbers are real close to what the real ones are, which is great news. And now I guess the only thing left is to totally destroy the car. And I'm so sorry I have to do this to you, car, but it's time. I'm so sorry. It's time, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Brutal Slope first. We'll go to Brutal Slope, then we'll go to Leap of Death. And there's actually one more thing I forgot to do. I just thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. I should have done this. And this is use the crusher and the roller and all that stuff to just ruin the car in a different way. Because it's, you know, it's fun ruining cars. It's fun to ruin things. I'm so violent. So we're going to need a car. Then we're going to need a device to use it with. Let's go and back this up. Let's put it in the crusher. We're going to make a box. Slip in right here real quick. Perfect. Crush time. Look at the car jiggling. It's scared. It's scared. Oh, are you going to be okay? No. Oh, I'm crushing you. Crunch. Poor little car. Will it still drive? No. Look, it's kicking up dirt though. I want to drive, but you can't. How's the driver? Oh, he's toast. Yeah, right. Who's going to live through that, really? I'm going to get the car, and we'll do it through a roller as well, and then we'll go ahead and throw it off the place here. So, roller! Turn you on. Nice slow speed so we can see what happens, you know? Oh, almost made like a beautiful, like, drift almost into that. Come on, crunch me! Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, you see, it's a little glitchy with the crunching. You see that? Well, that definitely shows that, you know, where it needs a little bit of work. On the back end where it's all a little spiking out. But like I said, for the most part, it works good. You know, it's only when you do more extreme crashes where things get a little messy. Or certain angles, really. Like I said, for the most part, though, it's still a good car, you know? It's like, yeah, it has some issues, but it's a beta version. In the future, might be fixed. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to go about maybe only like 200 by the time we get to the bottom, if that. This car's not going very fast down this thing. It must be because it's so light, it just doesn't... I don't know. Because it's not like just like a normal thing where you just drop it, because it's still rolling along on the ground as it goes, so... You know, there's more than just gravity to this, like gravity and weight and stuff to this equation or whatever. Alright, crunch! Wow. That thing crunched. That really crunched. Like, it wasn't even going quite that fast and it crunched. What if we did it slower? What if we did only like 150 maybe? So we're going to try to slow it down a bit and see what happens. Mm, 155, so we're just going to hold it there. And it's still too fast. Whoops! Oh well. Even at 170 though, it's still... Well, it held up a little bit better, maybe just a little bit, but wow. What year did this come out? This car came out in the 80s, right? Pretty sure. So, you know, it's like, yeah, it's probably not going to be the most safe of cars, is it? You know, a small car from the 80s that was made for racing. Well, I shouldn't say it was made for racing. It was made just to allow them to race cars that are similar to it, really. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be the best car for safety. Oh, come on. Uh-oh, we're hitting this a different way now because I slid out of control. Now we're doing it in reverse. Yay, variety. Accidental variety. Okay, yes, this was intentional. Totally intentional. And munched up the front. And again, you can see it is a little glitchy. You know, right like that. You can see like, oh, spikes. But, eh. You know, that's why extreme hits are extreme. They do things you don't expect. Alright, so this car is not that stable at high speeds, it turns out. Guess it's kind of a combination of the short wheelbase and stuff, and other stuff. What stuff? I don't know. The short wheelbase and stuff, man. Stuff. Car stuff. I got it this time. Keep this thing very careful. We need to go right. That's fine. Give me a convertible. Whoop. See, honestly, I like the way cars look when they do that more than when I get them with the roller, because it's like a smooth, like flattening, where the roller goes like crunches, you know? Still sort of drivable. Alright, let's go leap of death now, and give it some leap of death, you know? Death stuff. Death, death, death. Let's go leap of death. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's use the Renault, whatever. See, I said I wouldn't say it, but I accidentally said it. We're going to use the Renault because I'm an American. Or we're going to use the Renault because I say it correctly. Either way, here we go. We're in the interior now. Why not do one from the interior? You won't be able to see much because it'll just be splat, but what the heck? We didn't do anything from the interior. Actually, you know what? We'll just do normal crashes from the interior after this, because why not? So let's do the exterior for now. Look at that perfect timing. Well, maybe not perfect. I could have got a little more slow-mo on it if I knew it was coming, but oh well. And that one crash, though, is just, goodbye car. You know, this car is America's colors. You see this? It's a red, white, and blue mess. This is what happens when America gets a... I don't think, actually, you know what? I don't believe this car is ever made for the U.S. Well, I don't see it as something that would likely happen. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that would actually happen. You know, it's a French manufacturer for a brand that wasn't doing that well in the U.S. for a car there's only like 3,000 or 4,000 of. That was made just so they could have the rally cars. I don't see it. So maybe that's why it has U.S. colors, because it wants to go to America someday. Oh. Poor car. Look at the steering wheel. It's like, I'm still here. Look, we can rotate it. Look at that. That is such a weird shape for a steering wheel. So unusual. This car flies pretty far. Like, it gets up to speed, you know? Sheesh. Can't see a smoke screen. Alright, let's just let it fall the rest of the way because it's so beat up already. You know, it's just starting to be a blob of bleh. At which point, I don't care what happens to it because it's still going to just look like a blob of bleh. So we'll do, let's do one more jump from here and then we'll do a little bit of driving on the inside just to, get us some variety, you know? Look at that spinning attack of doom. And the doom is for the car, by the way, not me. I'm totally fine. I hit that just a second too late. Oh well. That's okay. The other two were good. One of them was good. Maybe. It doesn't matter. That's so lazy. Tell you what, we'll just do one more. Look at the way it looks, though, actually. It looks funny. It looks like it's like half a car. Like they split it right down the middle. Doesn't it? Look, it looks like they split it. Oh, now it doesn't. Now it just looks like somebody took an American flag and crumpled it up. How dare you? And to the water. Sploosh. Okay, one more time. Because I missed the slow-mo that time really badly. Different angle! If I mess up the slow-mo here, I'm quitting. I'm never making a video again. I should probably hit the slow-mo right now so I don't have to quit. That was perfect slow-mo. At least as far as I'm concerned. And this looks like the car disappears. Like the car just kind of disappears and it's like, oh wait, I'm still here. I mean, after the first crash, you really can't identify it much. It might be a bit too weak, I'm thinking, honestly. Or it might just be it's an old car. I was not really made with safety in mind. It's hard to say. It really just is. Because I know the car itself doesn't weigh that much. I think it only weighs like... When we did that test, I think I said like 2120 or 2130 or something like that. So, you know, it's a relatively light car. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go and do some interior crashes somewhere else. I think we're going to go to the one map that's new in this version of BeamNG. I always forget the name of. East Coast, USA, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a 5 turbo and drive it in the interiors for maybe about 5 minutes because it's a 5 turbo. Get it? 5, 5, 5. Because 5s. Use the color... What's a color, though? We haven't tried orange. Let's see what that would look like. Does it color the interior? No. Just the roof. Hello. Oh, we just crashed already. That wasn't part of the plan. We're fine, though. We didn't need to see where we were going. That's overrated. Close our eyes. I'm just going to close my eyes since I can't see anything anyways and just hope I drive good. Did I do good? Apparently not. We, kind of, yeah. Hey, I just realized this almost looks like, 49ers colors. Yes. Football! Football, man. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Full speed ahead! According to these gauges, we are going fast. Because they're almost topping out. That's all I need to know. Oh, no! We're fine. We're fine. You know, isn't it ironic? I go here to crash, and it's like we're just driving all over the place and not crashing. It's like, how does that happen? There we go. There's a crash. What did it actually do to the... Whoa, that is an ugly crash. I'll say this right now, that is not a normal crash. That one is, yeah, that one's not good. That looks weird. I don't know what happened exactly. I think what happened was is just this part got caught in a tree and it just yanked it, which I guess could technically happen. I just don't know if it would stretch out that far. You know, that's a long way to stretch. Boom, right into the tree. That's thumbnailable right there. I don't know. I like them when they're kind of in action a little bit, but look at that. Just wrapped around that tree pretty much. Like the front end is. I'll do this one in slow-mo. And I don't know I don't know if it's actually been 5 minutes. I just said a random number. We'll do maybe about two or three more only. So we'll do this one where we're doing something different. We're looking at the thing we're gonna hit, and oh, jeez, it just got caught again, didn't it? Oh, that one's way worse. There's no way the metal's gonna stretch that much. See, that just looks a little funky. It's just, it sticks out, so it gets caught. So it kind of just does weird things like that. I guess it's a good thing I went here because I wouldn't have noticed that until now. So that is, that's kind of a major glitch, I guess. I mean, like one of the more major ones. Like the major ones, I would say, is a no engine model. The wheels always will spin, and then that. Those are like the three big things I would say. You know, I guess lights not working is kind of a thing, pretty big thing too. So those are the four big things that'll hopefully be improved on in later versions. Like I said, it's a beta version, and there will be new versions, so we'll just have to see. Slow-mo too late. We're stuck. I can't move. Get out of there, car! How you doing? Not so hot, is it? Alright, let's go and reset it. Do a crash from the exterior, and we are done. Why exterior? Because I don't know. I like exterior. Hey, don't get stuck in a hole. Get out of there, you! I like exterior crashes better, personally, though. But, you know, I know some people out there like to see the interior ones as well, so I'll try to do a little bit every now and then, you know? Oh, goodness, I'm going, you know, again. Ah. You know what I mean, man? You got me, man? You know? No. That was kind of a letdown of a crash. I was hoping for something bigger. Let's try it again. I'm not happy. I'm sitting here frowning, man. I'm like, this is not a good crash. I want a big crash. And I managed to spin out. Maybe I should just give up, because I'm sucking at driving right now. Does that count? No. That wasn't a crash. That was a flip. Technically, they're different. Yeah, this looks like a perfect road for this car. That doesn't count either. I'm just crashing all over the place when I don't mean to. So you see what happens when I don't mean to crash? I crash all over the place. When I do mean to crash, I manage to miss it. Why does that happen? Oh well. That'll be the last crash. That is a wimpy crash. I was gonna say that was the last one. That was so pathetic. Come on. Just give me a straightaway to get some speed and I'll just slam into a tree. I don't even care anymore. Problem is there's no straightaway. I'm just getting angry now. I'm not even caring about my driving. I'm just angry. Calm down. Calm down. Alright. I just want a straightaway. Here, this will be good. There, we're done. That looked happy enough for me. So until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I finally got a crash to make me smile. I'll see ya.